Not sure if that'll show up on the camera, but there's a full rainbow. G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Ocean and Islands Fishing Adventures. Been about 2 months since we've been out here. The weather's been absolute crap. It's been blowing. It's been probably almost 2 meters of swell for the last couple of months. So it's our first little window where we could get out. It's only about 2 days where the weather's actually not too bad. So thought we'd head out and give it a go. No fish left in the freezer at home, so got to get some fish. Got a couple of nannies already. It's a bit slow to start, but the tide's slack at the moment. So just waiting for a bit more run for the tide to start. I think it's going out. So wait for it to start going out, get a bit more run. They should come on the bite. Oh. At the moment, they're just picking at the bait. A lot of little fish down there at the moment, so. Hopefully something bigger comes along soon. There we go, there's something. Not very big. Not too bad, but not a monster by any means. Might be a handbag trevally. Oh no, that's a little nanny. Smallmouth, hooked in the gills. Oh, is that a large? That's a smallmouth. Right, he's a keeper. We get a few fish for the esky, so we'll keep him today. Smallmouth. Another little nanny by the feel of it. Yep, another smallmouth for the esky. Not too bad. Bit better size than the last one. Jay's onto something as well. Another nanny. Oh, that's a better fish. Oh. Oh. it's fighting like a big nanny. It's fighting like a fish, not like a cod. Head bangs. Oh, that's a solid fish. Don't be getting sharked, come on. This is a good fish. Big head bangs. Yeah, I'm gaining on him. Got colour. Chinaman. Yeah, he's wrapped around your line. Big China. Now that is a stonking Chinaman. Look at the battle wounds on him, all scratched up. Shame you can't eat these guys. Another good fish. Not as big as the China, but hopefully this is a nice nanny. Bit of a workout, I haven't done this for a while. Circling like a trevally. Oh no. Oh yeah, big bludger. There we go. Big bludger. Spear him back in. Off he goes. Fuck yeah. Fucking bludger. I need the net. I get a bludger too.
I didn't get the bottom, huh?
Where's the net? Big trout. It's good trouty grounds here. Just come over to a bit of shallower ground, about 24 metres. Just got that nice strawberry coral trout. Such a beautiful looking fish, aren't they? He's a good size too. Hopefully we get a few more of these. And here somewhere, have a bit of a look. You got him? Is that the trout we're after?
Got one of your trout.
Sweet. Yeah, he'd be a keeper. We fished this morning to see if the fish would come back on the bite here. It was a bit slow this morning and we've gone up into the shallows trying to look for some coral trout. Got a couple, but it's pretty slow, so we didn't get as many as we'd like. So we'll just come back here to see if they'll come back on the chew. There's a couple of fish on the sounder. It's giving red head bangs, but not anymore. Fucking China. Had to be a China, didn't it? Yeah, I was trying to clip my barrel out over.
Big as the last one you got. Yeah, a lot of flesh low in it there.
Yeah. Fucking nice. Yeah.
Oh, we'll probably right up there.
Another dirty Chinaman. Off you go. That was weird. I struck it in 3 times. I think I hooked the first time. I didn't realise it hooked. He just swam up a little bit. Wonder what it is. Wonder if it's a little shark. Probably is a little shark, you know. Yep. It's the only thing that'll do that. Airborne shark. He's taken my snapper lead. It sucks.
Oh, look at his teeth passing it down.
So there's some sharks down there.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
A little one like yours. Taking little bites. Little bastard.
He'll survive that, but.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, trevally.
On film, look at the size of the bite. They're not that good.
Yeah. Little largemouth. These are small. It's legal, but. I'm getting bites before it even hits the bottom. Pretty thick school under us now. Too small. 2 baby ones.
Yeah, I knew there was something small down there.
That's crazy. It's a thick school. Finally, we can actually keep this one.
I reckon you'll like it.
Nah. He might be undersized. He might be undersized, but that's proof that the dirty tackle vibes work. That's a little nanny guy on one. I hooked a couple and dropped them, but that's the first one I've got, so let him go. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Alright guys, we're going to head back in now. We've had a pretty slow day. We managed to get a few in the esky, so we've got a feed there. But it's been hard work getting them, so I'm going to call it a day, head back in. Got this little bit of a rain cloud, not too bad. Might get a bit wet on the way back in, but it's getting late. It's about 4 o'clock. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the kitchen a bit later. We'll do something with the coral trout probably. See ya.
See you, buds.
Hey guys, how you going? We're just about to cook up the coral trout that we caught. So I'm doing a dish with a bit of cassava. I don't know if you've seen cassava before. It's a vegetable that I fell in love with when I was over in Fiji. It's kind of similar to potato, a little bit harder, a little bit drier, but it's got a lot more flavour than potato. So I was actually going to do a Fiji fishing episode, but I ended up not getting enough fish to make it worth making a video out of. I got one tuna and it was bitten in half, a yellowfin tuna, bitten in half by a shark. And the fishing over there is really not as good as I thought it would have been. Like, I'm not sure if I went to the wrong part of the island or if it was just the skipper that took me out, but he was saying many years ago they used to catch a lot of fish. But now, since I've got no Coast Guard, a lot of foreign commercial fishermen have gone in there and just long lined it and netted the whole place, and it's really made a turn for the worse in the last few years. So I think I should have gone to Vanuatu, or maybe I'll go to Vanuatu next. Apparently it's better fishing there. So, all right, tonight I'm going to steam up the coral trout. I've got the steamer over there. This cassava has quite a thick skin as well, so I'm going to peel the skin off, chop it up into sort of long sort of chips about that big fat chips. And I'm going to boil that. It takes quite a while to boil, so I'm going to boil that for probably 40 minutes to an hour until it softens, and some of it's going to go into the coconut broth, which I'm doing with the fish, and the other half of it I'm actually going to roast and make crispy cassava fries out of. So I've got some radishes here, got some snow peas which will go in the broth at the end, some yellow cherry tomatoes I picked from the garden, fresh out the front, one green habanero chili, I picked that myself from the garden as well, and some fresh parsley from the garden, got a bit of garlic, some lemons and limes, Spanish onion, and the kiffa lime leaves, and some coconut milk. So we'll get started. I'm going to serve this with rice as well. So you don't really need to because there's enough carbohydrates in the cassava, but I'm feeding 4 tonight, so I'm going to bulk out a bit of rice, and I like rice with the coconut sort of dishes, so I'm going to do that up as well. All right, so we'll get started. First things, we'll peel this, and we'll get this on the boil. Then I'll start preparing the rest of the ingredients and the sauce. It's got a pretty hard skin, this. It takes sometimes a couple of goings over with the veggie peeler to get the skin off. Just go back until you've got that nice white flesh underneath. Alright, that core is insanely hard at the start, so you need a big knife to get through that. Alright, it's all peeled up, ready to go. Cut the ends off, and we'll start chopping it into battens. That's all chopped up. I'm going to chuck that in a pot of boiling water with some sea salt. Then cook that for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll just keep checking it. As soon as it's soft, I'll pull it off. Alright, so I'm using some hand harvested Celtic sea salts. It's one of the healthiest salts you can get. Put that in the water. It's hot water, shouldn't be long till it's boiling. Alright, all that cassava's in. Put that lid on now, bring that to the boil, and I'll take that lid off so it doesn't boil over, and I'll probably keep adding water for the next 45 minutes to keep it just covered until it's ready. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to get the rest of the ingredients ready. I'm going to chop up my radishes, my onion, snow peas, get everything ready to go, so later when it's finished cooking I can do it all at once for you. now that's only taken about half an hour to cook and it's starting to get soft. So I'm going to strain that, and it's not totally soft yet, but it's going to be, some will be cooked in the oven to be finished and the rest will be in the coconut broth, so it'll keep cooking in there. So we'll give that a strain. Now I'm going to sort through the softest ones and put them in the tray for baking. And you can see I actually haven't taken all the skin off 100%. So it just peels off pretty easy once it's been cooked. Alright, so I've got about half the cassava here, which will be going into the oven. And admittedly, this is the second time I've ever cooked it. So it was pretty tasty the first time I did it. And I just roasted it like this. I haven't done it in the steamed yet, but I've read up on it and asked a few people when I was over in Fiji how they did it as well. And yeah, there was a tiny bit of skin left on there. The skin's a bit thicker than what I thought. Actually looks like the skin's off, but there's still a bit of skin on there, so take a bit more than what you think you need to off. So alright, I've got some olive oil on that. I'm now going to sprinkle it with sea salt. Give it a bit of a mix and then throw this into the oven to get nice and crispy. Okay, now I'm going to get my broth ready and put my rice on. And I'm also going to season the fish and get that ready for steaming. So first things I'm going to do with the broth, I'm actually going to saute off the onions a little bit before I add the coconut cream. Put the garlic and the chilli in there and the kaffir lime leaves, give it a little bit of a soften, and then add the coconut cream, or coconut milk, sorry. Alright, in with the onion first. I'll put a little bit of sea salt on that, just to bring the flavour out in the onions. The chilli, garlic, kaffir lime leaves in there, and I'll give that a little bit of a mix. Let the flavour come out in that. I'm not going to overcook it or caramelise it too much. Just want to start the aromatics coming out. And the coconut milk. And we'll bring that to the boil as well. And give that a bit of a mix around. And I'll bring that down to a low heat. Let that simmer, let the flavour go into the milk. Actually, we'll add 3 tins. I was thinking 2, but I'm going to do the whole 3. It's quite a bit of cassava to go in there, and then the fish. So. Also going to throw my radishes in. I'll turn that back up to bring it to temperature, and then I'll put it on a slow simmer. Just give that fish a light seasoning, ready for the steamer. Alright, I've just layered the thickest fish on the bottom, the thinnest fish at the top in the steamer. I forgot to film putting that in. I thought I turned my camera on, but I hadn't, so that will take about 25 minutes, I'd say. Okay, so the cassava's been in the oven for about 45 minutes. I've been turning it. They're starting to get nice and golden and crispy. And the cassava and the coconut milk has been in there probably about the same time. It's getting nice and soft now. The fish has finished steaming, so I'm going to pull the fish out, put that in the coconut broth, with the tomato, parsley and the snow peas, and then we'll get ready to serve it up. The fish looks perfect. I'm going to add a bit more salt to that. Just push it all down a little bit, let that sauce get on top. Let that all marry in there for about 1 minute. Just a little bit of rice in each bowl. Piece of fish each. Some of that cassava. Bit of the veggies, sauce over the top. Some of that crispy cassava, a little bit of sea salt on there. We'll serve that on the side. There we have it, a Fiji-inspired steamed coral trout with cassava and coconut broth and some crispy cassava. Give it a try, let me know what you think. I reckon it's going to be delicious, it smells amazing. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy fishing.